there with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Stop your whining.
Hey, goal 66.
Check. Hey, watch it. Watch out.
Topper.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Crack it.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
54. Let's go. Check it back.
Alert.
On second down, they'll run with White. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
He's coming. We got double up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Brady to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dez Bryant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the safety. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's set a tone.
Here's Prescott. Complete. It's Johnson. 20. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Pollard, and an alley to run. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Patriots take over. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Check 31, check 31.
Check it, reload.
On second down now, it's White. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're not ready for this. They still playing house of them.
Throwing now is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to 54, going to 54, line in. 25. Then we're going to 53. Kill. Turn up. 26.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Brady going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
72.
From the 27th, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now a carry for White. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, one set.
Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Brady, and he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play there for the Patriots. 36 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That throw by Brady incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Dorsett making the catch. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 25 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
It's 47.
Get nervous now. We ain't beginning to fire you up.
Prescott now from the 50. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 91 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st down, Dallas.
Here we go.
51. I don't even know why his team showed up.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check pass, check pass. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Switch.
Check 50. Check.
1st down, here's White. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he's...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with Pollard, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Listen, there's something like that. There's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
47.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
66.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, Alpha. Wait, what do you got?
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is down to 4. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Check it.
On second down, it's White. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now Brady. He completes it to Bryant. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion is likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice.
Now White lost the football. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.